What makes a house a home? Homes full of style and character are competing for the title of Home of the Year. Making the tough decisions are design legend Hugh Wallace.
I have a fabulous space for the dogs. I'd fit in there. You
Go
could
on,
put me in
go
there.
on.
Award-winning architect Amanda Bone.
It feels overly cluttered and it's taking away from that sense of calmness. It's gone too far here.
And award-winning design consultant Siobhan Lom.
I completely disagree with basically everything you've said.
And this year, it's not just their scores that they'll have to decide.
The Golden Key is an opportunity for the judges
To put a home straight through to the final.
I think it's brilliant. I love it.
The search continues for Ireland's Home of the Year. After meeting on a yacht and working and travelling the world together, Tony and Fionnán decided to settle in Kerry after some life-altering news.
We were on the yachts working. That was our career path set. And I was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. And that's when we made the commitment to kind of leave the sea life and settle into a more relaxed country way of living. So to come through that and now just wake up and be healthy and be in our home, I think it's such a gift. The home was kind of, it was a good fusion of my South African roots and then the Irish living and the lifestyle.
So we've designed the house so that you can come in, park in the carport and keep your hair dry. You're in with your shopping into the next room and unpack. So it's very functional for the Irish weather. So we've taken what we liked from across the world and made it Irish proof.
Our favourite spot is here in the lounge. It's just the place where we come when we're really finished with our jobs and we can relax. We get a beautiful view of the home and the open plan living, so we love it. If I think of Fionnán's family coming to help organising things for us and my parents and even, my dad, he's built these beautiful things in our home for us. The door's always open because they've put as much love in as we have.
The judges must now assess the home armed with only the basic facts about the property and its owners.
This new build is modern, it's striking, but my eyes are brought to this entrance and that stone wall detail. It's such an interesting mix of old and new, and I wonder, is that mix continued on the inside?
Well, let's find out.
And there's the visual connection.
Oh, wow, look at that. I think the homeowners have intentionally kept the palette very restrained. It's because the homeowners have put the focus on that beautiful landscape.
The success of that window is actually the fact it's a square and it's like a painting on the wall. And I'm looking out through the window to the painting.
Yeah, there's just an overriding sense of calm standing here. And I think that's because of the choice of materials and finishes. And I'd say a lot of that has got to do with what you can see from where I'm standing. Oh, wow.
Look at that view.
This room is just so special and it just feels right. The location of the dining table, the sitting area and the kitchen, but from everywhere in the room you get those views.
It feels calm, it feels beautifully balanced. I love the seating area. I like that little pop of denim actually. I think it makes a difference in a room which is quite muted.
I'm just going to go back to where we came in because standing here looking at this was unexpected and a beautiful surprise. And I actually think I said the word wow. That's how much an impact it had on me. But when I come further into the room, there's a couple of things that for me take away again from that overriding sense of calm. And that is the kitchen. Look at the design of the kitchen. The finish of the tiles.
I love those
and the
tiles,
finish of the
you see.
countertop.
I'm quite happy, sorry.
Do you know
I love
why
it.
it's jarring with the
No, it's a bit
overall
of bling.
sense of calm?
Little bit of bling, lift. I think is much more important in this home is would I like to live here? So yeah, I'll move in.
Wow, this is stunning. Look at the
Isn't this
playground.
fantastic?
I mean, it's just such an amazing outside space. Imagine sitting out here with your family, having a barbecue and looking at that incredible view. It's amazing.
I'm usually against the cut grass, but for me here it works because I have this yummy green, perfect grass, and then I have the wilderness of wonder. It's just spectacular.
See the favourite spot? Sitting here, I think you actually get to appreciate everything that this home is giving you. But also, it's my favourite move in the home so far is that cranked wall. And it provides a great separation from the open plan.
This room, the colour tones are just wonderful and very much related to the colour tones from the landscape outside. And, you know, here we have, look.
Back out to the hall.
So I'm back out here. And all of a sudden, I have fantastic connection and just great circulation.
Yeah. And balance. This is the same rug as the one in the hall. The colour palette is bringing it together. In every room in the home, you're looking out to that incredible view.
You should come and sit on this couch.
Oh, we have to move on, Amanda.
You gotta go. Come on. Come on.
Wow. It's like walking into a luxury hotel.
Oh, this is gorgeous. I love the different layers. I love the textures. Again, the colours are spot on. In fact, they've brought in a bit more warmth with this throw. The tactility in this room is beautiful. It's very safari, I would say.
I love it. For the first time in this home, it feels overly cluttered and it's taking away from that sense of calmness. It's gone too far here. This to me isn't what the home is about. It's cluttered, there's a mix of styles. It's just too much for this room.
I completely disagree with basically everything you've said.
But look, everything just about fits where it is. Look at that piece, look at the bed, look at the table, look at the sofa.
Yeah, that's
elsewhere,
perfect. Just about
elsewhere in this
fits is
home,
perfect.
There was a sense everything could breathe and you could move around.
This
everything
is a bedroom.
Here,
it's supposed to be cozy. It's supposed to be tactile. It's supposed to be comfortable.
And it's taking away from that. You get none of that because there's too much.
I think in this home, they've understood the different functions of the different rooms and played to their skill and talent in terms of interior design.
Well, I just love it. Hugh, do you love it?
I love it.
Amanda, do you love it?
No, but I love you. Well, sometimes you, but I love you.
The home will now be marked out of 10. One score will be held back until the judges have seen all three homes, when their combined scores will be revealed.
What stood out to me was the homeowner's considered use of materials. The combination of wood, rattan and natural linens creates a warm, cosy, layered environment. I'm giving this home a 9.
This home truly has it all. There's a sense of simplicity, calm, and the personality of the people who live here. I'm giving it a 9.
Walking into this home was a lovely surprise. There was an overriding sense of calm and a great visual connection to the outside.
Robin and Esther renovated this late 1800s house in Dublin to create a wonderful family home for their young son and their dogs, Ruby and Florence.
It's an ode to traditional on the front of the house. Then at the back of the house, we've kind of gone for more modern because that was really the big new extension that we put onto the house.
Even though the front of the house is traditional, we've really thought about everything that comes into the house. So I definitely think it has the design element. We love hosting. We're a really social house, and so we wanted a kitchen that would be able to support that. And then just to have a bit of fun with some of the designs. So there's arches in the roof, there's fun sort of angles as well. So it was the practicality first, and then it was how can we make it look cool and a house that we're going to be really proud of.
This is our favourite spot. Sitting at the island, you can see the old house and the new house, and there's usually our son Finn and our dogs playing somewhere in the middle, and it's definitely the most social seat in the house.
Definitely a bit nervous because we love our house and we want everybody to love our house.
I mean, we're proud of the house, so it's lovely to show it off, and obviously an honour to be involved in the show.
Well, the homeowners have certainly thought about the details on the outside. That letterbox looks like it's been painted to match the railings and the entrance gate, but that pink door tells me that it mightn't be as restrained on the inside.
Do hope so.
Wow, look at this. I love a dark, moody hall. It's so evocative, and this is just stunning, and the art is brilliant.
Outside it was quite restrained, so what I expected was that we were going to slowly come through kind of a build-up of colours or patterns or textures. It's very abrupt, it's very sudden, it's dramatic, but I think it works.
Yeah.
This is about shock, but I think that's great in this house.
Oh, look at this. Oh, it's open plan. I love it. These homeowners have a really fantastic eye for design. The lighting is great. The greys on the wall are fantastic. They've kept that white on the ceiling, so there's consistency from the hall, which I love.
In terms of the homeowners' bits and pieces, I think everything is just overscaled or too large for space. However, I'm looking at the overall design and the layout, and it's very successful. What I want to do is just keep going.
Into what would have been the rear room of the original house. These rooms can be very difficult as to what you do with them, but because you've got the big opening into the living area and the big opening down to the kitchen, this room is perfect as the dining room.
Wow.
Now, isn't that floor just terrific? Look at this. I have a fabulous aubergine sort of utility room plus a space for the dogs. I'd fit in there. You could put me in there.
I'd like
put me in there, wouldn't you?
And look at this. Standing back, to me it looks like a tree.
It's great.
It's beautiful. And look, it's the favourite spot. Sitting here, you can see all through the house. You can see the stunning art on the walls. The colours are beautiful.
I think it's fascinating looking back to the original house. Beautiful sunlight coming in and lovely colour tones.
When you're standing here, I can get a clear understanding of the design intent of this home. And the overall layout has been thought about and it works. But, and it is with a heavy heart that I say this, there's just too many materials, and I think the homeowners are interested in design. To me, I think they've just gone too far, and they just need to rein it back.
There's no relief, that's it. There's no relief. I do understand there's relief in the marble, but again, it's quite busy and dark, and it's amazing. Can I just tell you, this is just yummy, and the detailing.
The home thus far has been so successful, but there is a totally different style. I feel like there's an Asian influence in here, the dark wood, the table. I really do.
Now, what have we got? Look.
Yeah.
Does this do the blinds? Oh!
It's James Bond.
That is so fun. I've never seen anything like that before. I want one.
Wow. What a terrific bedroom. Look at the scale of it. I love these rooms because it's the full width of the house and you have the two windows, so these rooms get tons of light and fantastic wardrobe space on both sides of the room.
It's a really spacious room. The light pouring through the windows is great. I would question the colour choice. And I think if anything, I would have gone for a darker colour because it just feels a little disjointed when you come from the hall, from that really rich, inky navy into this bright blue.
It's a main bedroom. I think the layout is good. But when I'm looking at it, the design of the wardrobes has a cornice detailing, but it doesn't go up to the ceiling. There's a gap there. So you have a ceiling cornice that doesn't meet the ceiling.
I think that the joinery is such an important element of this room, and it's really well made.
I found myself torn, almost heartbroken because of its overall good design layout, and there's so many good ideas, but sometimes you can have too much of a good thing.
The homeowners clearly love bold colours. Personally, I think if they had a more consistent style, the overall design would have been much more cohesive. I'm giving this home an 8.
This period home has clever design details and beautiful finishes throughout. However, the homeowner's use of multiple different colour tones and materials creates abrupt transitions from room to room. I'm giving this home a 7.
This period family home is a lesson in considered design, balance, exquisite colour selection and beautiful furniture. It's a fun, fearless and refreshing family home. I feel like I can't speak too loudly in here. It's very tranquil.
Let's snuggle.
Mark and Kate and their 3 daughters moved into this new built home in Cork in 2024 and set about making it their own.
We bought it from the plans, so it was a blank canvas. We picked everything from the floor to the kitchen units to the bathroom ware, paint, colours, everything was our decision, which is really nice because we got to put our own stamp on it.
My wife looks after the interiors of the house, so she has free rein to kind of do whatever she wants there. We may argue about certain things, but to be fair, at the end of the day, Kate's nearly always right, so.
This is my favourite spot. Sitting on the couch in the living room after a busy evening, you can close the door away from all the busyness and look out at the garden and the playhouse and over the fields. It's just really pretty and it's nice to come in here and relax and have some quiet time. It's lovely.
We're so happy with the way it's finished off now. We can really just enjoy the girls growing up and for them to have a lovely space to live in and enjoy and play.
It's everything we ever wanted, I suppose, to have a family and a nice home, and we have it now and we're delighted and we're very lucky.
This is a recently built home on a new housing development in Cork. So what I'm hoping to find is a modern interior style that aligns with the home.
Shall we go in?
This is beautiful. It's such a large hallway. And straight away, I love this slatted wall detail and this gorgeous rug. So we've got texture, we've got colour. It's a great start.
They've even used the porch, I think, in a great way, where they've got the chair out there and a reading light. And?
Oh, look, there you go.
Isn't that wonderful to have that off the hall?
That is a super boot room.
There's a strong sense of continuity because I'm looking at the colour tones, the vertical timber cladding on the black, which I can see picked up in the kitchen and coming to the same material in front of me, but also on the half landing of the stairs where they reversed it.
Yeah, it's really interesting. And actually standing here and I can look out to the back garden and they have a slatted timber fencing. We've got a great sense of connection in this home and we're only in the hallway. Oh, look at this. This is beautiful.
The scale and the size of the kitchen is just terrific. I have a bank of tall units. And what do we have in here? Look at that. Coffee station, tea, toaster, everything that you want in there.
What I think is really smart is the homeowners have kind of used colour to define the different areas. We've got orange and black in the lounge area, and we've got green in the kitchen. So they've really put their own stamp on it.
It's the tone of the green, for me, actually works well. The one thing that's jarring, and I can't ignore it, is the colour on the end wall.
I personally love the orange wall, but what was throwing me off were the green cushions, so perhaps that's part of it.
Think back to when we walked into this home and the entrance hall. Think of the colours there. That's the colour palette that I understood that this home was about. And standing here looking back, they've greens that work with that colour palette, which is why I find that so jarring. It should have been more of an earthy tone, a stronger tone, if that's what they were going to try to do.
I think the wall unit is just wonderful. I love the black timber and the walnut finish. You don't really see the telly, it sort of disappears into it.
Another living room.
What a great room, and the homeowner's favourite spot.
What has struck me walking through this home is that it's very much a family home. It's about family. Homeowners sitting there looking out and think, watch their kids play.
Beautiful room. Love the colour tones. Yummy big couch. I love it.
I love all the different textures that the homeowners have introduced with the cushions. It seems very tranquil in here. It seems cozy. And then you have that incredible view. Oh, we have a child's bedroom. This is so lovely. I feel like I can't speak too loudly in here. It's very calm. It's very tranquil.
Let's snuggle.
I think this room is very well considered. The homeowners, they've kept the background neutral, white walls and ceiling and a neutral colour carpet. And even the way they've done the hearts on the wall. And look, they then turn onto the horizontal, onto the unit. It's a lovely room. The bathroom. There's a lot going on, isn't there? There's a lot of finishes.
The tile they've used, it's like the vertical timber cladding we've seen in the rest of the house. I then have a floor which is different to the wall tiles. And even looking at the bath, where it's a black finish. So there's a lot of finishes going on.
You know, downstairs in that hallway, I really felt like I knew who the homeowners were, what their style was. But in this room, it just feels off. Ah, look at this.
Lovely light-filled bedroom. Look at the cows outside. They may as well be in the house. Isn't that fantastic? The great thing about having a suite like this is you have the walk-in wardrobe. And in here, we have a really brilliant ensuite, strong colours. It's just fabulous.
I actually adore this wallpaper. I find it a bit luxurious. If anything, I would like the homeowners to have wrapped the whole room in that wallpaper. It would have been fab.
There's been a slight change of style in this room. For me, there was a confidence in the entrance hall and the open plan living. When we come in here, those curtains, they don't make sense. And there's just the introduction here of glitz. It's steadily diluting away from that purity that I experienced on the ground floor.
It's a beautiful room. There are just a couple of things I would have tweaked.
These homeowners have created a functional and spacious family home. The soft green cabinetry in the kitchen is beautiful. However, the main bathroom feels disjointed and it's at odds with the rest of the home. There are too many different tiles and the colour palette doesn't work. I give this home an 8.
This is a bright, comfortable and generous family home. The entrance hall makes a good first impression. However, I feel the design intent in the main bedroom didn't match that of the ground floor open plan or entrance hall. I'm giving this home a 7.
The homeowners have a wonderful design eye, and that's clear in the choice of the colour of the kitchen, the charming cloakroom downstairs, and that media wall in the open living area. This home feels calm, comfortable, and beautifully considered.
Now that the judges have visited all 3 homes, it's time to see how they measure up against each other. First, Amanda reveals her score for the light-filled home in Kerry.
When we walked into this home, there was an immediate sense of warmth and comfort. But for me, some of the choice of finishes took away from that sense of calm. And particularly in the main bedroom, I found there was too many different styles. I gave this home a 7.
Gosh, Amanda. Oh, 2 9s and a 7 is 25.
Next, Siobhan gives her score for the red brick home in Dublin.
This is a beautiful period home. Moody, elegant, sophisticated. And then we walked into the kitchen, which was super slick. I thought I'd walked into a Bond movie. There was a bit of a disconnect between the kitchen and the living dining. And for that reason, I gave this home an 8.
2 8s and a 7, 23.
Finally, Hugh reveals his score for the new built home in Cork.
Walking into the hall, it was really fresh and open, very nice colour scheme downstairs with amazing views over the landscape. However, walking upstairs it all got a bit confused, particularly in the main bathroom. But for me, I thought this was a great family home and I gave it an 8.
Super score, Hugh.
2 8s and the 7 is 23.
Which means that our Kerry home is through, and this home really deserves to get through. I'm delighted.
Last week, Amanda used her golden key. So now, Hugh and Siobhan have a decision to make.
These are 2 great homes. What do you think?
I'm not going to use mine.
I'm going to hold on to mine.
So, we have our winner through to the final.
The home going through is the light-filled home in Kerry. Next time on Home of the Year.